So one day I was working at Dunkin' Donuts, and one of my regulars came in with her son, and her son's about 2.5, or was at the time. And so I'm talking to her, having a conversation, and then I look down at her son, and I'm like, "Hey, lady killer," and she just stopped and she looked at me and she's like, "Do you know what that means?" And I'm like, "Well, what means? What means?" And she's like, "Lady killer. Do you know what that means?" And I realized in that very moment that I actually didn't know what that meant. It's just something I had heard in passing my whole life. I thought I did. I thought I knew what it meant. And so I'm like, I'm getting a little nervous at this point because she looked a little pissed off. But I was like, you know, lady killer, it's like a ladies' man. You're good with the ladies. I'm Marco. I'm so funny. I call 2.5-year-old boys lady killers because I think I'm so zany and quirky and I'm so good with kids. And she goes, "No, a lady killer is a man who has such a big dick that women die from it." And she looks really pissed off. And for those of you who have never had a stroke, I would like to say that what it feels like is kind of like when your brain goes numb and you kind of feel the blood drain out of yourself. So I realized that I just called a two and a. Okay. Anyway, I forget how that conversation ended because I think when you have a stroke, things you kind of lose memory. But anyway, I do remember how I ended it, and I said, "Okay, well, I'm gonna go do the dishes." And I went back in the back room at Dunkin' Donuts and I started doing a dish because there was a dish in the sink. And I didn't go back out there until I thought she had left. So, just by the way, a lady killer, just know what that means. Just say ladies' man. Or fucking say nothing at all.